I would describe Frank as very fun, loving, and very friendly. He never met someone he didn't like. When Frank asked me to go out at night, I made sure that he told me who he was with, usually checked with the other parents. I knew when he was coming home, tried to be very detailed with him on what he was doing, what was the plan, that type of thing. How this all started was the family takes a vacation every summer. So we were set to go on vacation that Friday, the 5th, August 5th. Frank was staying home because he was on the varsity football team and they started practice that Monday. So I had said, hey, you're on the varsity now, you need to stay, but you have to stay with your grandmother. About 10 o'clock that night, I got a phone call from Frank saying, hey, can I spend the night out? And I said, no, I don't think it's a good idea with us not being home. And he said, Dad, it's my last night. I really would like to spend the night out tonight. Once I start practice on Monday, I'll be with Meemaw on Sunday night all the way through the week. And I agreed. So I said, okay, just be careful, don't do anything stupid. But at the end of the day, I did not check with the other parent, which I normally do. The other kid had told his mother that he was spending the night out. They went to several parties that evening, got rides. They did not drive to either party. 2 a.m., I got a call from one of my daughter's boyfriends and said he thought Frank had been in an accident. When I talked to him, he was hysterical. I told him, but as soon as the police officer got there, to tell him to call me directly. Then I got a call maybe 15 minutes later, and it was from one of the police officers, and he had said to me, sir, I can't verify that your son is the individual in the car. So he asked if I had anybody that could come to the scene and identify if it was Frank. So I ended up having to make a few phone calls at 2 in the morning. My brothers and sisters were out of town. Ended up contacting one of my friends that actually went over and identified the body. The crash occurred about a mile from our house on a very windy road. He was going excessive speed. He obviously was inebriated, and he didn't make a hairpin turn and ended up hitting a tree.
When I heard the news that Frank was killed in a car crash, everything just went blank, and I really didn't know what to think. I just didn't want to be around anyone. One thing that I've learned from Frank's crash is just that any decision you make can change your entire life. When I get my license, Frank's crash is really going to influence me by the way I drive. Just always be extra careful, and at night always be alert for other people who might be drinking and driving.
My advice to a teenager that sees one of their friends that they know is inebriated or cannot drive getting into a car is to stop them any way they can. Find a way to get those keys out of their hands, either plead with them. If you have to stop them, you have to stop them. Do not let them get behind the wheel. Obviously, these kids make decisions to drink, which is a bad decision. It has consequences. When they make the decision to drink and drive, it can become a deadly decision.